Hey Curselings, Curse Lord Todd here. I got another unboxing video for you. This time it's Warhammer Age of Sigmar Warcry, the Daughters of Khaine box set. So let's jump right in this puppy and see what she's got. Alright guys, so here we have the Daughters of Khaine box for Warcry. So we're going to go ahead and open it up. Take a look inside. Of course, we have the instruction manual, all the great new little cards and bits, which we'll go over those in a minute. Go over the minis. Now, once again, these minis have already been released, so they're not really new minis. So I don't think I'm going to do a build on them. You know, once again, if you guys want me to, leave a comment in the comment section saying, hey, we want to see these built. I'll be happy to build them up for you and do another video of them built. So we have the wonderful snake people. I don't even remember their names. Sorry. Blood Sisters, that's right. Blood Sisters and Blood Stalkers. So this kit can make either or Blood Sisters with the glaives or the Blood Stalkers with the bows and arrows. Both are really cool. Both are awesome. So, all right, every once in a while I just get that mind block even when I don't mean to. Other part of that kit. I do love these models. I think the Medusa army for Age of Sigmar for the Daughters of Khaine is awesome. And of course, have the witch fully clad elves that just love to cut, slash, and murder. They serve the murder god Khaine. These models have been out ever since the original days of Warhammer Fantasy. They were part of the last Dark Elf release that Warhammer Fantasy did. Still amazing model. Still hold up today for Age of Sigmar. I like these models. I like the army. So, all right, and then of course you got the build guide here. Nothing really new. You know, once again, it's all old stuff. You can build the witch elves as either witch elves or sisters of slaughter, so it doesn't really matter either way. All right, so let's get into the nitty-gritty here. The reason why we are all here, and that is for all the rules pertaining to kill team. Now, once again, we have these nifty Warcry tokens. Look a little odd to me because I could have sworn that on the website they were supposed to be red blood. These look a lot like the ones for the Stormcast. So I'm going to have to look that up later and see what's going on with that. It's cool if it's not the ones that they're supposed to be. But anyways, all right. So right here we have the Daughters of Khaine combat cards. Of course, you have them in all sorts of different flavors, different languages, fighter abilities, and whatnot. We're gonna obviously go with English today. So what I really like about these cards is you have the fighter abilities on the front, and you have the leader abilities on the back, or vice versa. This could be the front, the other could be the back. It really doesn't. Let's go ahead and look at the leader abilities first. So they're obviously for these rune marks. Those of you who play Warcry, the rune marks that's on the character's cards is important when it comes to using the abilities. That they have the rune marks that match. So for double, we have Witch Brew, picking a visible friendly fighter within 3 inches of this fighter until the end of the battle round. Add the value of this ability to the strength characteristic of the next attack action made by that fighter. that has a range characteristic of 3 or less. Okay, that's for a double. For a triple, Sacrifice to Khaine. A fighter can use this ability only if an enemy fighter has been taken down by an attack action made by them this activation. Until the end of the battle round, add 1 to the attack characteristics of attack actions that have a range characteristic of 3 or less made by visible friendly fighters while they are within 6 inches of this fighter. Okay. Another triple, Blood Rack Stare. That's obviously for the Blood Rack Medusas. Pick a visible enemy fighter within a number of inches of this fighter equal to the value of this ability and roll 2 dice. If either dice rolls 3+ until the end of the battle round, that fighter cannot make move actions or disengage actions. In addition, for each 6, allocate a number of damage points to that fighter equal to the value of this ability. That's pretty nasty right there. Like they just stare at you, and then you're racked with pain. This is for a quad. Orgy of Slaughter. Until the end of the battle round, add half the value of this ability, rounding up, to the damage points allocated to enemy fighters by each hit and critical hit from attack actions that have a range characteristic of 3 or less made by friendly fighters while they are within 8 inches of this enemy. Not bad. So that's the leader abilities. Let's take a look at the fighter abilities now. So on a double, we have Bathed in Blood. A fighter can use this ability only if they are within 3 inches of a visible enemy fighter with 1 or more damage points allocated to them. Until the end of the round, until the end of this fighter's activation, add 1 to the attack and strength characteristics of attack actions made by this fighter. For double, Turn to Crystal. Pick an enemy fighter within 6 inches of this fighter and roll 2 dice. For each roll of 4 or 5, allocate 1 point of damage to that fighter. For each roll of 6, allocate a number of damage points to that fighter equal to the value of this ability. Triple, Heartseekers. If the next attack action made by this fighter, this activation scores 1 or more critical hits, and the target fighter is more than 3 inches away, allocate a number of damage points that fighter equal to the value of this ability. A triple, Slaughterer's Strength. Until the end of this fighter's activation, add the value of this ability to the strength characteristic of attack actions made by this fighter that they have a range characteristic of 3 or less. Triple, Doomfire Bolts. Pick a visible enemy fighter within 9 inches of this fighter. And roll a number of dice equal to the value of this ability. For each 4+, allocate 2 damage points to that fighter. Quad, Death on the Wind. This fighter makes a bonus move action. Then they can make a bonus attack action. In addition, add 1 to the strength characteristic of that attack action if the fighter finished the move action 6 inches or more from their starting position. Not bad, Daughters of Khaine, all about killing and murdering and stacking those bonuses. Let's go on to the fighter card. So now I've noticed this with the other unboxings that I've done, and this is something that I really like that they didn't really do in the other card packs before, is they added the characters in there, and that is awesome. So you don't excuse me, you don't have just the fighters, you have the characters as well. So, or the heroes. So right here we have the Bloodrack Medusa. That would be a Hag Queen. That would be a Slaughter Queen. The Iron Scale Medusa. I believe that's the Doomfire Champion, the Witch Elf Champion, and the Sister Slaughter Champion. Blood Sister Champion. The Blood Stalkers Champion. Heartrenders Champion. The other Harpy Champion. Then of course we got regular Witch Elves. Witch Elves with let's go back on that a little. So we got Witch Elves with 2 hand weapons, two knives. Then we have Witch Elves with hand weapon and shield. Then we have Sister Slaughter with whip and shield. I'm sorry, that is not a shield. That is a hand weapon. That is whip and a knife right there. Whip and hand weapon. Whip and shield. And then of course we got the Blood Sister, the Blood Stalker, Doomfire Warlock, and then the 2 Heartrenders. All right, so that's it for Daughters of Khaine Warcry. I think that is an awesome box set. The value on it is just through the roof. It is, you know, if you're looking to start a Daughters of Khaine army, I think this would be a good starting point. You get a couple of boxes of these, and I think you'll be good to go, whether you're playing Age of Sigmar or Warcry. But thank you so much for watching this video with me. Please like and subscribe to us, and we hope to see you in future videos. Remember to leave comments below on whether or not you want to see me build these ladies up. All right, Curstlings, thank you so much for joining us for this video. We ask that you please like the video and subscribe to our channel, and share it on your various social media platforms. Both Curse Lord Nick and I have full-time jobs and families, so we spend what little free time we have to make these videos for you, the viewer. So we ask that you please like, subscribe, and share. It'll help us so that we can eventually do this full-time for you, the viewers, and make more content, more battle reports, and more playthroughs. Thank you so much again for joining us, and we'll see you next time on Curse Lord's Tabletop Gaming.